The garage door. I have to shout over the sound machine, okay? Oh, it's the wrong way. Okay? The garage door Albanian mafia house where they torture fucking cats and small animals is opening like Grand Central. It's been opening like Grand Central ever since the mail came back and stood in his yard and screamed to the moon and back for 10 fucking minutes while bashing on every car door he had in his vehicle. That you could hear booming 2,000 feet away. Everybody's taking over the world today in this terrorist cell. The mufflers are like if you're at one of these auto shows that goes around in a circle with muffler cars. They're showing off their gadgets and their mechanic things. The city is out of control. The people here are heinous swine. At some point, there's a chemical explosive weapon. It's made in Russia. It's set in cities through subway systems and trains. I clearly recall Governor Cuomo installing that with the mayor. I can't remember the names of mayors. I lived in New York for fucking a million years. I can't remember the street I lived on that I ran for my life from because of what happened in this house. This house in DC. Nobody cares about my physical condition. Nobody cares that I'm in this fucking house and there's people fucking crashing down and running around with hard tapping shoes, like hard, like boots and stuff. Nobody cares what I do, what I say, what the fuck. Nobody cares. I don't mean to come down on the good guys, but it's unavoidable after 4 years. I'm just left here, and my only hope is a lawyer, which I know I will get. I know it. I will get a lawyer. I will get somebody to fucking help me. As I say this sad thing online, there are so many mufflers roaring past this place. You really gotta go to the corner. It's shit you'll never forget. The fucking automobiles here. I try to tell people when to go when they're out there making a spectacle of themselves. I'm telling you, listen to me and check it out. This place is 6 blocks from the White House. I knew with Saudi Arabia and all these really rich fucking billionaires involved with this terrorist cell, I knew I was supposed to just die, dude. But I lived through all these gas fumes. Okay? And even after that, years of that, nobody fucking cares. And I'll tell you, part of my spiritual experience inside of that horrible mental place they drug me to, where I was told I'm fine and let out. The chemical, I can't say what they are because this cops and people will come to my door. Okay, I have to call it fumes. The fumes here kill people, okay, but I can't talk about what I've witnessed. And the black people in the United States and some of these regions outside of DC are like big targets. Some of the first places they want to unleash these fumes on people, it'll take it. That guy coming and going in 1507, yelling for 10 minutes to the moon and back, yelling that loud. in his backyard, on his way back in, was working on getting enough chemical fumes to kill over 50,000 people. They insist on putting it here on S Street. Now does it start to connect the dots why these huge billionaires are involved with this place, these white neo-Nazi CEOs? These people I have tried to tell you on my account who's involved with this fucking terrorist cell and the Muslim terror groups, dude. I know I was just supposed to die. By the time I came in here, I was so fucking poor. I was so poor. Nobody would give me a job or even give me an Airbnb. I couldn't even find Airbnbs, and I started to say it. I was saying it for a couple weeks, how terrified I was, and no one was talking to me. I was always saying the same thing then. I was saying, no one's talking to me. Why can't I even get an Airbnb? What's going on? I would cry and cry, but nobody ever helped me for 6 years. And you wonder why I wrote that and wrote it to the good guys? Is anyone really wondering? I never expect to meet any of these people at this point. No. My perspective of the United States is this tribal country where the majority of the people in this tribal country want the Mexicans to only talk to Mexicans, the Chinese to only talk to Chinese, the blacks to only talk to blacks, and they want the white to dominate. And the white to dominate, the ones they like the best are the Muslim terrorists. And they're going to put those people in your government. And those people are going to order everybody else around. That's what this majority is fighting for. And they have fumes, and they have military weapons, and they're going to use them to get their way. And they're going to overthrow our government. And they've placed Donald Trump and they've placed Biden to have it happen. Biden's actually worse if he was reelected for the Muslim and the white Irish organized crime, Irish mob. Biden's worse. He's in the Saudi Arabia Hillary Clinton camp. They're the worst of them all. When I was in that mental place, it was this Egyptian thing. And I'd have to spend a while explaining the Egyptian thing. All I will say is it's scarabs. Just please look up scarabs. There's good and there's bad scarabs. Let me just say this. When I left, I knew why I moved in here. It's so clear as day, but I will go ahead and say it. It's because I walk through these fumes. I walk through them. They don't do anything to me, dude. So my perspective of the Americans is this tribal country where the majority wants only blacks to talk to blacks and so on and so forth. Whites, they are the boss. Whites dominate. White power. Nobody talks to the other. Everybody's in their own part of town. And this is my perspective, and they're so out of it. They're dumb as bricks, stupid as it gets, that there was somebody who just walked through their chemical fumes that the military made, and they never ever could understand it. They just kept using them, thinking it would work the next day, and it never worked. And they never understood that they didn't work on her. At this rate, who made these fumes? Because you have to have at least a D average to graduate college, okay? Who made these fumes? Who gave it to these fucking idiots in the United States? After 6 years, I do not believe the good guys will ever do anything about what happened in my country. I'm waiting for Biden or Trump to get reelected, and these sham fake elections where they have terror cells down the street from the president's office. They're dismembering bodies. They're organ harvesting. My cat, like I was saying about the Albanian mob, when I take my cat to the vet, I better have a lawyer. Because if the vet isn't completely corrupted, the vet has to report the injuries. They're so serious. The animal was tortured in the house next door. I have to tell the vet, and I better have a lawyer's card. So if they want to send any information, send it to my lawyer. Do you see how serious this is here yet? Where's the good guys? They're not coming. I know that. I know that. So, after 6 fucking years, I start to think, you threw your fucking life away, man. But I can't. Because, listen, if you were me, and you're walking through chemical fumes, that you didn't even know you could do that. You had no idea. Until you started getting hit with all these fumes, and you had to prove, just by the fact that you kept walking through them, that what was happening to stuff and things that you can't talk about wasn't happening to you, but it's the same fumes. And after fucking long enough, we're talking almost 2.5 years? Every fucking day? They're not going to do nothing to you but make you really sick. You can't say you threw your whole life away. He moved you in here. What moved you in here? I don't know. If there's a God, God definitely did. This can't be just fate, like just random numbers. The odds of the cards. No, and the way I'm conducting myself in here with my green lights and all my guidance from prayer, what's that? Well, then I'm acknowledging there's a higher power. I'm acknowledging there's God. How the fuck did I do any of that in here? Well, I answer you. It's my prayer, meditation. My archangel, he tells me what to do. What else would you do if you were me? You would start praying and asking for help, and that's what it did. And it turned out I could walk through fumes. I didn't know that, but it definitely can. And so I can't say I threw my life away. No. Because I ended up walking through fumes. And these chemical fumes are to be hit on people. They have no other ambition but for some reason they're warehousing them here. And nobody talks to me or ever will. So I don't know why. I'll have to get out of here, rest and recover, and then I guess keep asking Jesus, which I will tell the public when I finally figure it out. Why they're warehousing chemical military fumes here. I can definitely tell you who they want to attack. Oh, I know they do. They want to go for the Black Americans first. They really fucking hate them, dude. You don't know? Oh my God, let me tell you again, dude. It is so fucking scary here in the United States right now. And I don't know why people hate black people that much, but they really do. They really do. In the U.S., they're the people they want to ethnically cleanse first. Yeah, but they're out to ethnically cleanse all sorts of different pocket groups of people in different countries. It's not just black people. They want to go to other countries and just take out certain pockets of the population, and that's how they do it with fumes and military missiles and things like that. So that's why he had me do it 6 years ago, because I didn't know I'd moved into a terror cell and I'd be left in here by myself every day, and I'd be walking through fucking fumes. Jesus never told me I was immune to fumes. I had no idea. No, it turned out I found out when I was 45, because they started using on me when I was 45. I started doing this at age 40. And I was like, honor student, car. I had money to go to overseas. I had everything going for me. I feel like I threw my life completely away. And it looks like I did, yeah. What I have before me is nothing. There is no people. There is no help. And there's just poverty from here on out. I know that. And I get to cope with this sort of outlook of my future, being that poor in a country with a majority of their population so fucking stupid that they'll probably keep trying to use those fumes on me. I mean, I'm talking really stupid people. Just take this shit away from these kind of people. They're too stupid, dude. But nobody has yet to do that either. So, whoa. Combat just happened over the... Whoa. And now silence. I don't know if this picked up at minute 16, but shit just went down over on the 1507 side. I completely forgot what I was saying, but don't think the good guys will come in. No. This happens all the time here. And then the fire department always screams when their shit goes down here, and it's just every day this. Dude, do not think for a second they're going to come in and help me. I am pissed. I'm not going after them, though, okay? I don't remember what I said. It's too fucking scary here. The people you just heard, if it picks up on your camera, was South African fucking white cops. Some of them are black. They're really bad news and dangerous. But everybody has their hands on these fumes. Oh my fucking God. So I don't want to totally go down and off on the good guys because they're the ones that are involved in this kind of, what do you call this, urban combat? I don't fucking know. No one talks to me. I think I remember where I was, and I'm going to close with this. My life won't get better. I will leave here in a taxi cab, wondering who the guys are and what fumes were used on me, still asking Jesus everything. Thanks, good guys. Yeah, I'm resentful, but I don't hold it against them because when I get out of here and I can clear my head and I'm not hit with fumes every day, everybody who knows me knows I will calm down. Okay, and that's what I want to say. But my future is of complete despair and poverty. And I'm going to be stuck in this country, that poor, in a majority of the population, that fucking stupid. Like that stupid, dude. That they thought they could use fumes and it would work today. It'll work. It'll work. Yeah, it'll work. Okay, so as this kind of extreme violence happens, it happened last night. It happens all the time. I hear the sickest fucking people in DC partying around this place. At some point, I know they don't see it because they're too stupid, dude. It's the facts. It's the facts. This is why. That's why. It's pretty easy math. At some point, this will not sustain here. The city will collapse, and so will the United States.